The sun is going down on the ancient world. There are no walls, no doors, no lights, and in a few minutes, the dark is going to belong to things with far better eyes than yours. For 12 hours, every single night, our ancestors had to survive the dark. So what did they actually do out there? And how did any of them live to see morning? The answer is stranger and more beautiful than you'd think, because the night wasn't dead time. The night is where we became human. Start with why the night was so deadly. Here's a fact most people never think about. Almost every predator that hunts humans is nocturnal. Lions, leopards, hyenas, they do their killing in the dark. And your eyes? Useless. Human night vision is terrible. In the dark, you are slow, half-blind, and soft, a walking meal. Sunset wasn't the end of the day. It was the start of the most dangerous hours of your life. Step outside the safety of your group, wander off into the black, and you simply don't come back. Even today, in the few groups who still live this way, the ones who leave the fire at night are the ones the dark takes. Which brings us to the single most important thing our ancestors ever controlled: fire. Fire pushed the darkness back. It kept the predators out of the circle. It warmed the freezing nights. But fire did something no animal had ever had. It didn't just protect the day, it added to it. Before fire, the useful day ended at sunset, maybe 12 hours in summer, as few as 8 in winter. Then the world went dark, and you could only hide. Fire changed that. It added 2, 3, even 4 usable hours to every single night. And over thousands of generations, that stolen time didn't just help us survive. It rebuilt our species. So what did they do with those extra hours? Here's where it gets fascinating. Scientists recorded what hunter-gatherers actually talk about, and the day and the night are two completely different worlds. By day, the talk is all business. Who's doing what? Where the food is? Who's annoying who? Practical, useful, a little bit of gossip and complaint. The daytime is for getting things done, but at night, around the fire, everything changes. The talk turns to stories, myths, songs, the spirits, the ancestors, the far-off lands. As one researcher put it, stories, told around fires, were the original social media. And this is the staggering part. Those firelit stories weren't just entertainment. They were how a whole species downloaded itself into the next generation. Where to find water in a drought, which plants heal and which ones kill, how your people came to be. The maps, the rules, the memories of an entire culture, carried in stories, passed mouth to ear, night after night, by firelight. The fire became the first classroom, the first theater, the first church. Daytime kept us alive, but nighttime, around the flames, is where imagination, myth, and culture itself may have been born. Because eventually, you have to sleep, and that is the most terrifying thing an ancient human could do. Lying down, unconscious, exposed on the open ground, in a world full of things that hunt in the dark. So how did anyone dare close their eyes? The answer is simple and brilliant. You never all sleep at once. Scientists studied a modern hunter-gatherer group across 20 nights. In all that time, every single person was asleep at the exact same moment for only 18 minutes total. For the rest of the night, someone was always awake. But here's the genius of it. Nobody assigns the watch. It happens automatically, because of something you carry in your own body right now: your chronotype. Some people are night owls, some are early birds, some crash at 9, some can't sleep till 2, some snap awake before dawn. We treat this like a personality quirk. It isn't. It's an ancient security system. Spread a group's sleep across different clocks, and you never have a moment where everyone is defenseless. Grandma waking at 3 in the morning isn't a symptom of old age. It's her taking the late watch, exactly as her body was built to. And their sleep itself may have looked nothing like yours. For much of human history, people didn't sleep in one solid block. They slept in two. A first sleep after dark, then a strange, quiet hour awake in the middle of the night, to tend the fire, talk softly, make love, or just lie there and think. And then a second sleep until dawn. Now, be honest here. This one's debated. It's well documented in old records, but studies of some modern hunter-gatherers don't always find it, so we can't be certain the deep past looked exactly this way. What we can say is that our sleep was never the rigid, 8-hour block we treat as natural. So the night was never empty. It was the busiest, richest, most human time there was. It's when we guarded each other, when we told the first stories, when we became a culture instead of just a species. And there was one more thing they had that we've almost completely lost. A sky. A dark so total that the Milky Way wasn't a thing you drove hours to see. It was just there. Every night. Over everyone. We traded the fire, the stories, the watch, and that endless sky for a light switch. And most of us never even knew it was gone.